Like I said, my one word is really being generous. And that's why I started building my businesses, because without me knowing that, but because of generosity in all kinds of ways. Since I've started spreading being generous, in adding value, in adding, spreading kindness, in all kinds of ways, supporting specific charities that feels close to my heart, I receive so much more in abundance back because I'm doing that. Generosity is like the secret sauce in your business.
Hi, do you dread Mondays? I want to suggest that you haven't found your Ikigai yet. Your Ikigai is that beautiful Japanese word for your passion and your purpose, and the reason for waking up in the morning that's bigger than yourselves. In this 2020 motivation series, New Decade, New You, I will provide you with potent ideas and tools to live a life that you adore.
If you start following, that's just my perspective of it, that's my experience from it. But since I've started following my actual purpose, according to my soul, at least as I believe it need to be, being, like I said, my one word is really being generous. And that's why I started building my businesses, because without me knowing that, but because of generosity in all kinds of ways. Since I've started spreading being generous, in adding value, in adding, spreading kindness, in all kinds of ways, supporting specific charities that feels close to my heart, I receive so much more in abundance back because I'm doing that, and because I'm following my soul's purpose. You can never give enough. And when you, like I said, let's go look at sales. You can either do a quick sale on as a short-term benefit, or you can play the long game and you can actually live your soul's purpose. In my case, I feel generosity, and keep adding value to and spreading value to your customers, to everybody that comes in contact with you. And as you're doing that, you're adding value to a lot of people, and because you're doing that, you get in abundance, you receive in abundance back to you. And it's like, Ian Lopatin was actually at Titan at some stage as well. I'm not sure if he was there this year, but what's that?
Spiritual gangster.
The spiritual gangster. So I was very inspired. As one of the people I actually seen as a mentor these days. His whole interview with Robin Sharma was also, generosity is like the secret sauce in your business. Doesn't matter what you do, if you're being generous, it's like the secret sauce that's actually just spread abundance that's coming back to you. And it's like, if you take it from the Bible, whatever you sow, you will reap. Any other spiritual or scientific law, when you throw a ball up in the air, it will always come back. So however you want to look at that, and whatever you believe in, the fact is, when you sow, you will reap. When you being generous, you will receive back in abundance. So that's something I can really vow for. I've seen magic unfold in front of me, just because I've been generous, sometimes out of my comfort zone.
Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift bag for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift bag for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift bag for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift bag voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that. Thank you for watching, and back to the interview.
Where to jump in on that? You started kind of mentioning with sales and generosity and receiving in abundance. I don't know if I can speak specifically to that aspect when it comes to my sales, but I've definitely experienced the putting others first, and so generosity and giving service, that is kind of something I humbly admit is is, it's not new. I mean, the idea, I've been in sales, it's always provide service, right? But there was always a, you know, what's in it for me. There was always the I'm going to do this to get that. I won't lie, that was there. So in the past year, following Robin's methods has definitely shifted my actual perspective. Not I don't say that facetiously. Like I had actually started to see it, that I want to help others get where they want to go. And ideally, because I do that, it will return to me. But it's a genuine desire to help others. So yet been focusing, I am now, but last year my focus wasn't on sales. I allowed that to just, I did what I did, which was actually a very good year. But I didn't put my focus on new acquisition, just what came to me. I focused my energies on the housing, the real estate, rental side of my equation. The way I approached it through generosity and abundance, to speak to what you're saying, is I have a few individuals. So there's my business partner. There's a gentleman that we've been able to 50% of his work year for the last 5 years. And there was another individual that I can kind of speak to for a moment, who was a laborer. So the last two are contractors. Again, renovating a bathroom, fixing a toilet, putting a new roof on, right? These are in-house guys. As well as last year, I hired my first time I've had an assistant. And my assistant happens to be my sister-in-law. She's my brother's wife. And so last year, having an assistant, because there's a lot of administrative details that I inherently took as part of the equation of my business partner and I. I just was more naturally, I guess. And so a lot of the numbers and the emails and the systems to make sure everything was done right was something that I always did, even though it's not necessarily what I want to be doing. So again, in terms of generosity and abundance, when I started looking at others first, I started looking at this company being as mine, or even the 50-50 thing with Scott and I started going, wait a minute, I want my people to feel theirs just as much as it's mine, because it's not just mine, right? So when it came to my business partner, I started going, wait a minute, what is he good at? What am I good at? Why is he saying these things? Why am I always saying these things? Where's the okay, Scott, if that's my business, Scott, why don't you take this area of the business and I will release control over it? Let me take this area of the business and you release control over it. It's happening. And then there was our contractor, and we had an individual right at December time. It was unfortunate, but he had some personal issues which he brought to the workspace, and we had to let him go. And it was tough, because I was trying to build this team and he was doing so well, but it kind of fell apart. And I hope nothing but for the best for him, but I couldn't keep him on. What I was able to do in that moment is just say, okay, you're full time. Like don't worry about another looking for, we're gonna. So, and the idea of saying, okay, he's our contractor. So I have a big workshop, a big garage with all my tools and everything. And I've always tried to maintain a high level of clean and order, but there's all kinds of us going in and out, and it quickly turns into disaster. And I was always taking it from like, why aren't you guys keeping it clean? I just spent a whole week cleaning this place. It's organized. Just put it back where I put it. Saying, Stacy, he's my contractor. So Stacy, the garage is your space. The tools are your tools. I want you to take ownership of all of these properties and become aware of what is wrong with each one of them. And we will maintain I set directions, and there's certain times where I need to say, no, we're doing this project. But I'm giving him the opportunity to run with the ball. And then finally having an assistant in terms of the bookkeeping and the email communication, and again, keeping everything straight. Now it took all 8 months last year, and now as of January 1st, a lot of tasks she's running with, and I'm now just asking questions and giving direction and correcting when still need to be correcting, but ultimately trying to let go of my control, and I'm trying to build her feeling that she is in control, that she is responsible, and she has permission, and that she doesn't really need to feel like she needs permission at times, like she is in control. So in terms of specifically sales, I'm hoping to start implementing the abundance and the generosity and the service first mentality when it comes to sales. But as it comes to team building, man, it's powerful stuff. It is powerful stuff. Like, so much more is getting accomplished with essentially the exact same people with the same work week. More is getting done. And subsequently, I'm now in more control, because one good conversation with my contractor, and I can kind of set the course a little bit, and then he's off and running. So.
Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift bag for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift bag for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift bag for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift bag voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that.